Hey, Justine.
Hey, Heather. Cheers.
Cheers. Hi, friends.
And cheers to you all. Welcome to
Episode
the party.
15 here today. Episode 15 of the Yarncantations podcast.
With me and you.
I am Heather, and I am the owner of Heathered Yarn Co. We are a local yarn store located in Grass Valley, California.
That's where we are right now.
Yeah, we're in
your yarn store.
We're inside of the yarn store as we record this.
And I'm Justine of Justine Chanel Design.
Where are you from?
I'm also here in Grass Valley, California.
We're in the same place right now.
In the same place.
Great.
At the same time. It's great.
Great.
So I have some stuff for you.
What?
Do you have some stuff for me?
Yeah, so this is a yarn podcast, right?
Lots of yarn. Lots and lots of yarn.
Okay, great. What do we talk about on this?
Well, I want to know what you're wearing, and I want to tell you what I'm wearing first and foremost.
I'm just wearing some clothes today.
You're wearing some clothes today?
Mm-hmm. I got my earrings from Jen.
And you got your
Children of the Rice.
And your
hot house.
Mm-hmm. I have very, little jewelry. Little tiny
so
opals.
Cute.
They match my hot house.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
yeah, they do.
15 years apart.
Yeah, great.
That's always fun when you get jewelry. And then I'm wearing my coastline cowl. Which is my little summer pattern. I did. I finished this and showed it to you on the last episode. It's a sample for your shop.
I thought that was missing.
Hilarious. A sample that we both forgot about. But now it's here, and that's why I'm wearing it tonight. But this is made out of flax lace, which is the fingering weight kind, and it's all linen, and it's so good for summer. So yeah, it's just like a little lacy cowl, and it's just a repeat all the way around, and then you sew the ends together or graft them together, which is what I did on this one.
Yeah, it looks so nice in the linen.
I know, isn't that nice? Very light, perfect for summer. And you have lots of colors to choose from.
That's correct.
And you can make it out of anything.
And that's one skein, right?
Way less than one skein. I think it's like 200 something.
That's like a $10 project.
Yeah, you get a couple of it out of one skein. Or you could do it with minis.
Oh, minis.
Like I did one, I did a sample with my minis out of 2 minis, which was really cute. Quick little mini project.
Adorable.
I know. That's what I'm wearing. That's my summer outfit.
Very summery.
Very summery.
Long sleeve. Screaming summer.
Yeah. I mean, when you're this pale, it is summer appropriate.
I did have 2 very cute little goth babies in the shop today, and they were going to the fair, and I was like,
the Nevada County Fair.
Well, make sure you don't get sunburn. And they were like walking
sunscreen.
away. I was like, I'm talking to you because we have the same complexion.
Sunburned or pale. Those are the 2 options for me. Yeah, lots of sunscreen or long sleeves.
Yeah, great.
But we did not mean to match in our all black today.
Just happened.
They look pretty cute.
Great job, us.
A great job. All right, well, you want to see some whips?
Yes.
I want to see some whips. You have to start this time. I started last time.
Okay.
The pressure is on.
Let me see what I got in my new bag.
Oh, wait, before you start, I have to show off. This is my mug. It says, "Fuck off, I'm knitting." I know, I said the F word. Please don't curse in my yarn store.
I have so many things with bad words on them in the shop, and customers always read them out loud. And when they do, I'm like, oh, please don't swear in here.
Hilarious.
And sometimes they think it's really funny, and sometimes they just leave. Oh my god.
One of us. But that, in case you didn't pick it up, that's from Heather's store. You can get your own.
My yarn store.
That's
okay,
right.
let me see. Don't look at that yet. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see this bag. Eddie. Forever.
So I got these new Hellfire bags in the shop.
So good. I love how like crafty fans of the show made merch.
There's so much. There's so much.
Fast.
And we have all of it in
like
the store.
Right? It's barely been out as far as like the finale and stuff goes.
Yeah.
It's from Stranger Things. If you haven't watched Stranger Things yet, it's
if you
so
have not,
good.
Please go do that.
And then you can join the Hellfire Club.
Okay. So my first WIP is my Arachne sweater for the spooky make-along that we're hosting here at the shop.
You didn't say that right. It's
okay.
Spooky.
There's lots of O's. And I'm way too short of needles, but it's fine. It's fine.
Do you want to upgrade your needles?
Well, I was going to,
round?
but then you showed up here, so.
Oh, I interrupted.
Didn't do it yet.
Okay. Well, yeah, because it's a yoke, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna increase your stitches.
The yoke. Oh, this is terrible podcasting, everyone. Just need to show them.
Why do I have to do it?
Don't lose my stitches.
Oh, because you're here. You hold these. One moment, please, everyone. You hold those, and then I'll hold this.
This is our first podcast
and
episode.
Then, and it's upside down, so just kidding, it's not. And then there you go. You can see the little spider web forming. Yeah, hold it just like that.
Yeah, so the Arachne pullover is a spiderweb yoked sweater. It's so cute, and I'm knitting
very spooky.
I changed to a DK weight instead of a sport weight because we all know why.
You lose your
sport weight here.
Oh my gosh, Heather, this is a spooky project.
Spooky
with the stitches coming off so easily. Yeah, look at these colors.
So I'm knitting out of my Release the Bats and Damien. So this is Damien and this is Release the Bats. Damien is actually a Stranger Things kind of colorway because it's named after Damien Eccles. So Damien Eccles was one of the West Memphis 3 who Eddie's character is actually based on.
Right.
Nerding out here.
Right.
So
True
that's
crime
a deep cut. Colorway name.
How good this is going to be, though.
Yeah. Next episode, I hope to be split for the sleeves at least.
And then you'll really be able to see the spider web.
A more appropriate needle.
It's like a sneak peek. I know, you're making me nervous.
I know.
Please upgrade your needles.
I know how to do it.
Okay.
So anyway, I was talking. It's fine, Justine. It's fine. Okay. So I was talking to Justine. I'm like, ugh, or Juliana, the other one. Of my two friends.
Me or Juliana?
My other friend, Juliana.
Okay.
It's like, do you think that contrast is enough? She's like, I think it's enough for you. I think if it was any more contrast, you wouldn't wear it.
That's true.
Thanks, Juliana. You are 1000% correct.
It's subtle. I think it's enough to see it, but you're not. But you need more of the pattern to really see it anyway. Because when the first couple inches, it's just the first line of the spider web, and then the first connector.
That's my Hellfire Club
so
project, and it's on my Half Delirious DK base. And I think I have pulled 5 skeins of Release the Bats and 1 skein of the Damien colorway, but I think it'll either be 3 or 4 of Release the Bats
for your yardage.
That's pretty good.
Excited. Is it a cropped sweater? I can't remember.
It will be.
And then 3/4.
3/4 sleeve, and I'll probably crop it. I don't think it's super cropped, but we'll see.
But yeah, Andy's patterns are usually
yeah, Andy Satterlund did one of my favorite sweaters, which is the Chuck sweater, which I'll wear on the podcast sometime when it's not so hot. And I do want to knit another one.
It's a good one. You should knit it in every
it's
color.
a worsted weight sweater with a lot of cables in the front.
It's really pretty.
Cute. I love it.
Really pretty. It's a good fall sweater for sure.
There's my first WIP. What do you got?
Well, let's stay on theme with the spooky make-along. So, first of all, the bag. I treated myself to a new bag for this new project from Heather. And you have a bunch of these to choose from. These cute little canvas bags, and they all have this kind of, I don't know, pen and ink kind of illustration printed on it.
Actually
stamped.
It's a paper cut.
Is it a paper cut?
Yeah, so the artist does paper cut is their art, And
Oh,
then
that's
they
so
make
cool.
prints of their paper cuttings.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. That makes it even better. Yeah, and it's complete with some dog hair. Extra spooky. But yeah, I got
scary.
this. And like your needles, I'm going to outgrow this bag, but I had to get it
You
to
need
start
a Hellfire
with.
Club bag.
I'm probably going to
So
because
cute.
it's a sweater. Okay, so I am making a spooky version of my new Emilee tee.
What?
And so I have my first
Oh my
rectangle going.
gosh.
And black and gray yarn is great for podcasting. It really shows up. So let's overexpose the camera so you can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is my yak base with like all the different blacks, and I did like a bunch of tonal and layered it on top of each other. It's called Raven.
Beautiful.
So I'm holding 2 at a time because it's a sock weight yarn and it's a DK pattern. So I'm getting like extra tonal because it's just like marling on itself.
That looks so pretty.
Isn't it cool?
I love it.
So it's like a dark charcoal. And then what I'm going to do is put it with, now speaking of low contrast, okay, so this is what it looks like in this game. So it's just like this really
That's
deep.
the same color?
Yep. Same one. Same one. I'm going to have to make more of this. I really, really love it. I love how it came out because the yak base is gray underneath. And then when you just like layer a bunch of that color and then I put some gray on top of that, this came out really nice. But I'm going to do the top, like, so you do these 4 rectangles to make the t-shirt and you do stockinette for days and then you do a little garter at the top and then when you join the pieces together you end up with a little garter on the shoulder
and
garter on the border.
Color.
You can do it a different color. You can do it like a bright pop with like a neutral, but I'm going super low contrast and I'm doing it with my mini skeins in this like almost the same color but with a purple tinge. So it's going to be really, really subtle, and of course you can't totally see it on camera because it's really dark, but it's got the same, so it's the same with purple and pink on top, and it's really subtle. I'll post a picture on Instagram so you guys can see it, you know, better than our sad camera that's like, no black colors on the camera. But these are,
our shirts look pretty black.
I know. But this will be the shoulder, this kind of like purpley color. And I'm excited for like a low contrast spooky version.
This will be your first like dark colored garment, right?
No.
You have a dark sweater?
I have another charcoal sweater.
Your
I have
Love Note.
2. Okay, so my Love Note's dark blue, and then I have my big cable sweater and my crop sweater.
What's the cable one?
A big like cardigan with the cables down the front and the back that I can't remember the name of it. It's from the Rebecca magazine, so it's like a number instead of a pattern name.
Is it finished?
Yeah, I've worn it on the podcast and everything.
I know.
But anyway, 4th dark sweater top. No, that's the only one you've noticed, which is hilarious. Let's all take note of my wardrobe on the podcast. I think I've worn everything at this point. I'll rotate them through and they'll be like new, and I'll pretend it's an FO for the week.
What a good idea.
And trick you. But I'm so excited. So this is my yarn in these 2 different colors, and then I'll make my Emilee tee because I made it, and obviously it was, you know, it's a sample for the pattern. So and I did this collaboration with Jimmy Beans, so the sample went back to Jimmy Beans. It was made in Earth Monochrome, which is like a delicious mercerized cotton in DK weight. And I was sad. I was like, I really enjoyed wearing that top. I want my own, which doesn't always happen when I make patterns. I'm kind of like, okay, on to the next or whatever I want to knit, but this one I really want to have.
Yeah, it's an awesome pattern.
I'm excited. It's really cute. It's really cute. So I'm going to make my own, and my goal is not only to finish it for the SpooOooky make-along, but hold me accountable. I'm going to say it out loud right now. For the crawl.
That's what
I want to wear it on the crawl. We might be wearing our spooky sweaters on the crawl.
Yeah,
hopefully.
I hope so. Yeah, we'll have to talk to some of you that plan on coming to the yarn crawl and see what day you're coming and wearing your spooky stuff.
Yes, tell us.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, and we're going to do a special crawl episode later when we get closer too, so you can know everything. But I think I should back up a second because we didn't tell people how to join the make-along. So Heather, what's the spooky make-along at Heather at Yarn Co?
So the spooky make-along, we started last week, so there's still plenty of time to join. It goes until November 1st is your last day to enter for the giveaway.
Lots of knitting
And
time.
so we're doing any spooky pattern or colorway. So Justine's doing a
Raven.
spooky colorway, and then I'm knitting the Andy Satterlund top that has
Very
the spider
spooky.
webs
And in spooky
with
colors.
spooky colorways too.
We both have spooky project bags to go with them. And you get extra entries, right, when the yarn is from your store?
Yeah, so you get an extra entry if you are using yarn from Heather at Yarn Co. I have all kinds of spooky
Notions
that you'll
and-
be getting as a winning
If you win
giveaway.
the giveaway, a little prize basket. I know, I'm excited.
Yeah. So we have all things spooky here in the store, and we're always, I'm
Spooking
we're
it up.
always making spooky stuff around here.
That's very fun. And then we also have, we haven't decided necessarily what days we're doing it yet, but we're going to do periodic Zooms.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do that before we
Make-along.
recorded today.
Well, maybe we can
Really on top of
it'll
things.
we'll post it on social media, and it'll be in the show notes.
Yeah, we did
How
it
about
before
that?
on a Wednesday, which I liked.
Yeah, that worked out. That
And
was
I've
good.
talked to some of you who joined the Zoom last time, and
That was
Wednesday
so
nights
fun.
were good. We had a great crew.
That was so fun. It was fun to
Join
see
us.
everybody's
Mhm.
like interpretation of what is spooky
Yes.
to them,
Mm-hmm.
and making
Yeah.
their own spooky stuff. Yeah.
Oh, also I spoke with Harper of Yarning last week, and they're also doing a make-along right now that's like a spooky make-along that's skulls and mushrooms.
It's so
themed.
cute. So cute.
So we were talking about having the make-alongs overlap, so you can definitely enter into both make-alongs for drawings.
Yep, because mushrooms and skulls fit the spooky bill.
Oh yes, and I know that some of you are doing Yarning patterns for our spooky make-along too.
There's so many good yarning patterns. With all the cute little ghosties
them.
and stuff like that. Yeah. I know. There's a lot to choose from.
Mhm.
Jen has some really good spooky patterns
Jen
too.
has really good spooky pattern.
Children of the Right.
So I plan on doing a couple projects during this spooky
Are you gonna do a
make-along.
couple? Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, it goes through November.
I know,
So if we're
that's
finished
true.
by the yarn crawl,
With the first one.
which is September 15th, we have a month and a half. So it'd be fun
Yeah.
to do some like little things. So
Like some
Jen,
ghost socks.
Harper's ghost
And a
socks,
skull
yes,
cowl. Yeah.
and Jen's cowls. So Jen has the new anatomical heart cowl that I really want to knit.
That one's so good. It's so fun.
Are you knitting on the podcast?
I just kind of started. I can't help it. It's stockinette. It just begs
Wow.
to be knit up.
But do you have any other whips?
This is my only active whip right now
Okay.
because things have been a little busy. Do you want to know why they've been busy? We can. I'll tell you later.
Do you have any
But I wanted
FOs?
to show off. No. Are you hinting that I should? I do not. But I also wanted to show off this cool basket that is
Yeah, you
also
haven't
kind of spooky.
shown that on the
I know.
podcast yet.
So this is what I'm
scary.
This is what I'm scarying. I'm scarying all my stuff in my spooky basket. No, I'm putting my extra yarn in here until I'm ready to use it. But isn't this the cutest thing ever?
It's so cute.
So this is a black leather basket made by a leather worker. Her name is Tree Fairfax, and she's on Instagram at Tree Fairfax. And she makes the most beautiful leather goods, and they're all kind of meant to be like purses or things you carry things in. But I saw this one, it has this little fabric liner, and I was like, oh, that's for knitting.
Absolutely.
That is 1,000%
yeah, it's
for
a
knitting.
drawstring too.
Yes. Which I have to say I don't use the drawstring, but it is there as an option.
Mm-hmm.
But this one is actually her sample, so she's changed the design since she made this one, and I got this when she did her sample sale.
Mm-hmm.
I love it so much.
Very cute.
I know. So this is what I'm keeping everything in until I need to upgrade to a big tote to fit all the sweater stuff.
Sweater bag.
Yeah, but that's my one and only WIP right now.
Okay.
Because well, I mean, I have all my other WIPs, but I haven't made any progress on them.
You've just been loving that one so much.
Yep.
What about, do you have any FOs this week?
No.
Okay.
Am I supposed to?
No.
Does this one count as a second one?
Sometimes we
I
show
have no
FOs.
Well, I had my FOs.
Yeah, we both had FOs that we sent.
Yeah, my FOs are with their I don't know what the right word is. Final home.
They're not gonna
because they were
forever.
designs. No, we'll get them back and then we'll show them on the podcast. Yeah.
Probably on the Sierra Nevada Yarn Crawl episode.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have one FO.
I want to see.
I knit this on my weekend. It's just a cute little hat. So this is called the Aubrey hat, AWBURY, and it has this like triangle garter detail.
Super cute.
That goes around it. I'm gonna regret this.
No, but you should just wear it the whole podcast. Look at how adorable.
Cute little hat this is. So I knit this in like 2 hours probably.
Oh my goodness. Isn't that so fun? With bulky weight. So satisfying.
Yeah, because I've been dyeing up a bunch of bulky weight for the Yarn Crawl. This is on my Boatman's Call bulky base, and this is Aquarium Trap. This is one of the colors that I do dye over and over again.
It's a good one.
So yeah, that's my
green
FO.
Super cute.
And it was part of the A Year of Hats from Kelborn Woolens. And it's a free pattern.
Yeah, I do really like the triangles. It's a cool texture.
Yeah, so if you're a gift knitter, this is a very good one. I had Steve try it on like before I blocked it, and he really liked it.
He approved.
He wants one out of release of that, so I'll be knitting another one.
In just a few hours.
Well, I mean, he saw me knit it in a couple hours in a day, and so he's like,
you can make that for me. Yeah. That's super sweet. Yeah. It's really cute with a pom-pom too.
Yeah.
Does Steve like pom-poms?
I don't think he's opposed to them.
Dano's not into pom-poms.
But we've never had that discussion. I've never put a pom-pom on anything I made for him. Like,
I bet your Boatman's Call looks really good in a pom-pom.
It does make a really nice pom-pom. And I had, like a pretty substantial ball of yarn left over.
Oh, so you have enough to make one? Cool.
Yeah, so it's a quick little project. I would like to do too, as we get closer to the holidays, like a gift episode, because I know I always decide 2 weeks before the holidays that I'm going to knit gifts for everyone in my family.
Why does that happen? Just like bites.
Because we're always like, oh, I'm not knitting for anyone except for Steve, and then I'm like, oh, I should make something for my mom.
Yeah, and then you just crank it out in time for
it's like, oh, well, if I make something for my mom, I should make something for my sister and my nephew. And
well, if you make them all bulky, cute hats
that you can do in a day, and it didn't hurt my hands at all either. It was done on size 9 and 10. Like the ribbon was on a 9, and the body of the hat was on a 10. And then I didn't want to find my DPN, so I did 2 circular needles to do the decreases.
Super easy. Yeah, super easy.
I had access to them.
I haven't made myself a hat in forever. Speaking of gift giving,
I used to kick off every autumn by knitting myself a beautiful hat, which I should really
knit some beautiful hats.
Side
after the crawl. After the crawl.
Before the crawl.
Before the crawl?
Yeah. Side make along.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
August through October 1st. Side make along.
We'll see.
What are we gonna call this? Make along. Oh, we're doing a side make along. It's a hat.
What are we gonna call it? We're gonna name it right now. Beanies for bitches.
Bitch beanies.
something like that.
Bitches for beanie. That's a great name for a make-along. Let's all make ourselves beautiful hats for this autumnal season.
I mean, I just don't know if I can promise in that timeline. It's gonna
Yes,
be
you
busy.
can. You most certainly can. You can knit a
Have to
hat
be like
for
worsted
yourself.
or
Knit a
bulky.
beautiful hat. Gross. Who does hats out of fingering weight?
They make beautiful hats. There are lots of beautiful fingering weight patterns.
I know
but
there are.
There's no way that's happening.
Can you sport weight yarn?
also a great hat weight, but I don't think that's gonna happen by October.
Okay, everyone, let's all make ourselves beautiful hats starting right now.
It's a side
as
quest.
You're watching this podcast.
It's a side quest.
And finishing October 1st. Knit or crochet yourself a beautiful hat. A beautiful hat. One of my favorite hats to knit for myself is the stove.
I was just about to say.
Top stovepipe.
Smokestack.
That's not it at all.
It's stove something.
I think it's stovepipe.
Probably.
Hat
something
by Tin
cozy.
Can Knits. And it's a...
say it one more time.
Fuck off, Justine. And it's by Tin Can Knits.
It's so cute.
And it is
Big
a
cable,
seed stitch with a cable. It's very cute.
It's very, very fall. Very autumnal.
Very autumnal. Okay.
And that's worsted weight too, right?
It is worsted weight. So anyway, now that we're all gonna make ourselves nice hats,
and
it's a gift for our self-care.
Yes.
Self-care.
Self-care. Exactly.
Knit yourself a beautiful hat to wear while you go get your pumpkin spice latte.
From Caroline's.
From Flower Garden. You want to fight?
Yeah, we should have a battle.
Okay, I went to Flower Garden this morning and they're like, so nice to me.
And then Caroline's is
I used
all
to
we
go, there's a very cute new customer of mine that works at Caroline's that's been coming in here that loves all my Eddie Munson swag. So.
Aww, see? Better.
I know, I do go there because it's closer to the shop, but it's
super close.
I love Flower Garden.
Okay, so we don't have a name, so tell us your best name for our little side quest. Make along.
Beanie bitch.
Beanies for bitches.
Beanie baby bitches. This is such a tangent. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you want to get back on track?
Yeah.
I have stashquisitions to share with you.
Where's mine?
I don't know. You're gonna have to show it on the next.
Stashquisition. No, I need to grab it.
Podcast. Do you want to pause and come back? We're gonna get our stashquisitions.
Talk.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna get our stashquisitions.
BRB.
And we're back.
Hello.
Okay, stashquisitions. We've acquired our stashquisitions, so we can show you on camera. I do. I have a few.
I would love to see them.
So first of all, my very own copy of Radical Threads. Thank you, Fran, who got this from your shop. And if you guys don't know about Radical Threads yet, it's a beautiful magazine full of, so obviously lots of yarn stuff, right? Patterns, knitting, crochet. There's also recipes and like little crafty things and articles. And it's really, really pretty. I love it so much. Look at all this good stuff in there.
I do have some on the website too.
So good.
I think I have both issues.
And I love that they have lots of crochet stuff too, because I feel like crochet gets forgotten in a lot of magazines. Not this one. Look, it's front and center. Beautiful rose. So that's my first one, my Radical Threads, and I have issue 1 and issue 2. I'm going to collect them all. And do you want to see what else I got?
What else did you get?
So I went to a little yarn store in Minden, Nevada called Knits and Knots Minden. Who's, I don't know, you guys are friendly, right? You know who Aubrey is.
Aubrey.
So I got to meet Aubrey for the first time, and now I love her too. And I'll tell you why I was there in a second. But first of all, went into her store, super cute. She has super cute stuff. And I immediately saw this book, Knit 2 Socks in 1. This is by Sophia, who is also known as the Drunk Knitter on pretty much everywhere. And she has a YouTube podcast as well, and she's hysterical. She is so funny, and she's so clever, and she makes the best patterns, and I love her whole world and her life, and she just has like she lives with a menagerie. She has a cute husband, cute baby, but she's also super clever. So she designed this, I don't even know what to call it exactly, like technique, contraption, but basically you knit this long tube, and then inside of the book is the instructions on how to turn that into 2 socks. And then you do like heel and toes and different patterns and stuff like that, but it's like got a ton of different patterns inside the book as well as how to make them. Isn't that cool? So it's her first book, which I was super excited because of that, and also I like this idea of doing like just kind of like a mindless tube of knitting and then turning it into 2 socks later.
Yeah, and it's not dissimilar to doing the afterthought heel.
Yes, except all at once.
And her podcast is True Crime and Knit.
Yes, that's her second one. That's her second podcast. Girl has 2 podcasts. She's amazing. But yeah,
what's that one's the other one?
Just The Drunk Knitter.
Oh, okay.
Just her hanging out. But the true crime one is really good.
That's the one I listened to.
That one's really good because it's her, you know, obviously retelling stories. And then, I don't know, I just like her voice and her, everything about her. I just like her a lot. So Sophia Talley, and I'm super proud of her first book. So I got that. Awesome. So I have my magazine and my book, which I'm excited about. And then I couldn't help it. I had to get this little dish, which is like for rings or earrings, and it has like stockinette stitch, and then one of the little stockinette is gold. That's so cute. That is. And then this is by Stitch Together Studio.
Stitch Together Studio.
Which makes all the oracle stuff. So, which I didn't know until I was showing you, and you were like, oh, I know where that came from.
Yeah, she makes a couple of different little dishes.
It's so cute. So I'm going to put this on my countertop and put my rings and stuff in it. So those are my new stashquisitions. I want to know about your stashquisitions.
So I have one stashquisition that I asked Justine while she was at Knits and Knots Minden. They said, will you please get me a skein of Aubrey's yarn? So our friend Aubrey is the shop owner of Knits and Knots Minden and also Knits and Knots Tahoe, and is a yarn dyer. So this is her brand, Storyteller Yarns.
That's
and
so good.
I love these colors.
I know.
Aubrey,
it's
ridiculous.
Off the shelf.
So pretty. This colorway is called Darling. This is her sock base. It's 75-25 superwash merino and nylon.
That's so good.
And it's so pretty.
I took no time at all deciding, which was very un-Libra of me. That's how much it looked like you would like it.
I love it so much. Colors. It's so pretty. There's a new shawl out that I can't think of what the name is that this would be so pretty in. It was just released.
Is it a 1 skein? Or you
no,
pair
it's
it
a
with
3
something?
skein.
Ooh.
But the colorways are like color chunks.
So you could like take that and
beautiful.
add some other colors. Yeah, this is a good one. I love how her colors, like the Storyteller yarn, looks like watercolors.
Yeah,
to me. It's so pretty.
And Aubrey's daughter is named Story. And her daughter also dyes yarn.
Yes, she does. She makes all kinds of cool things in the shop, like all kinds of like little like bits and pieces that are for sale. She's very talented.
Story does.
It's super cute. So I had such a good time visiting her store. It's fun to like go and see different yarn shops and see what people have, especially when they're like you and they dye yarn too and they have like their own thing. Did you find it?
This is the shawl.
What's it called?
I had to show you. It's Snow Gum. It's the name of the shawl.
That's a cool name too.
It's so pretty. And that
would look great in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm getting a spun right round to order.
Purples, or would you go golds, or
maybe purple and gold,
or this blue? Look at this blue color.
It's like a nice indigo with some really nice tones.
I know, and there's like green, but it's like olive green. It's just so good. Yeah. There you go, Heather.
So
not for my stash.
Thanks, Justine. Little yarn baby.
Little yarn baby, all the way from Nevada.
Yeah, I love it so much.
All right.
Thanks.
What else we got going on?
I have spinning, yarn,
Is it time for some
handspun
shop
yarn.
news?
Oh, I have another, I guess it's kind of a stashquisition.
Oh yeah, this is a stashquisition.
It still has a tag on because I'm like, oh gosh,
Is this
someone
brand new?
else wants it.
No, you want it.
I want it and
It's
I
yours.
need it. Okay,
Do I need to
mine.
take the tag off for you?
Okay, so if you've been in the shop since I started carrying non-yarn stuff, you've seen the Sipsy Wilder bags that I carry. So I have the 3-in-1 bag that's like a fanny pack.
It's so cute.
That can be also worn as a purse or a clutch. So this bag, it's actually a wallet. It's got little crows on it. And so it's a wallet, so it opens up and has like all your wallet
little
compartments and another zipper. And then it has this other compartment that your phone can fit in.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and we have them like plain as a wallet or with a strap, so you can wear it like a fanny pack or as like a side bag.
But then this is nice too.
Yeah, and it also has the little wristlet.
Yeah,
so I desperately need a new wallet, and this is it.
That's yours.
I'm very happy, and it fits my phone and all my stuff, and I'm not a purse haver.
And there's one more, if you're lucky enough to get it.
Oh, if you need the other one, yeah.
And then you'll order more.
Yeah, and I have a lot of cute other wallets, but the crows I needed.
Mm-hmm.
So cute.
I agree.
It's so cute. I love it.
Self-care. Yeah, your wallets they get used and then you need to replace them.
I know. I have like a really old Frida Kahlo wallet that is like thinking back to when I bought it, and I actually bought it when we went and saw Georgia and Karen, My Favorite Murder. Like I bought it that day
2018
in Old Town Sacramento. I don't know. Earlier, like it was 17 or 18.
Yeah, early days.
Maybe 17.
No, there's no way. It had to be 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, and it is trash. It's trashed. So
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? With stuff you love.
Yeah.
Use it and enjoy it. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
On your new
stashquisitions. Don't steal my wallet.
Don't steal my book. Or my ring dish. Which I desperately need.
Oh, I thought you were making like a reference to the book. Steal this book. And he's like,
what? I don't know what you're saying.
Okay, nothing.
Do you know what you're saying?
Yeah, the book. Steal this book. Never mind. It's fine.
I've missed it.
We're not making literary references here
No,
today.
not with me.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Let's do shop news and shop updates. I see your big basket over there.
Okay, what do you have for shop news and updates?
Should I go first?
Yeah. I have a bunch of stuff to show.
Well, drum roll, please. Probably
drum hole, please.
Drum roll, please. Most of you know this already because you follow us online, but I finally gave my hand-dyed yarn its own name, which is Silver Pennies Yarn Company.
What?
I know. And there's my little logo. It has a little silver penny.
So cute.
So Silver Pennies is the name of a book of poetry that my mom read to me when I was little, and her mom read to her when she was little. And it's all about like fairies and wee folk and like creepy stuff in the woods. And I don't really remember it because it was like part of my very, very early childhood. Do you have memories like that? Where it's just always there, and you don't remember it for the first time?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But I decided, I don't know, I just love that name, and it's like a way to have my mom be part of my yarn and stuff like that. Plus silver and gray, you know, all the gray stuff, because that's what I'm going to do is just dye tons of gray yarn.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about how much I love gray? Well, I do. Surprise. But, so I have a little, like, Instagram that you can follow now. I have my website, and I'm going to start to make more and more yarn, especially for the yarn crawl coming up in September. So Heather, of course, is my one and only stockist right now.
Oh, am I going to be carrying that?
You already are. Surprise! No, not a surprise. You knew that. And then that's why I was at Knits and Knots Minden, because I had my first trunk show as Silver Pennies and not as Justine Chanel, with her, and so I have a bunch of yarn there right now if you want to check it out. I've got full skeins too because I added a couple just for fun, but it's mostly mini skeins, and it's like all jewel tones and grays, and so that was really fun. Juliana and I went down there to drop it off and to hang out and check out the store, and then we hung out with Jay from Archaic Fibers, and we had like a little yarn day. And Heather wasn't there with us because you had to work at your yarn store.
I was thinking about the other day because I was looking at Aubrey's feed, and it's all like the Heather Yarn Co. people. I was like, hey. I was like, oh, this must be how Aubrey feels when all of the Knits and Knots people come
and visit here. Yeah, for sure. But you were there in spirit. We brought a monster doll to be I
saw the photo. I was like, why is that there?
So we could have a little bit of you with us.
It was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. It was sweet. It was super sweet. But anywho, so Silver Pennies Yarn Company. It's real. I finally did it. I'm so excited. And I think, so there's a lot to choose from now, but I'm going to create even more, especially more grays for the yarn crawl. But I wanted to show some of the colors I have right now. So this was the one I'm doing in my Pamelia tee, but I have mini skeins of it too. So this is Raven, which is that black tonal color. It's really charcoal though, but it's got dark black in it. But yeah, it's like a beautiful dark charcoal. And this one is on my yak base, which is called Yak You.
Clever.
So clever. And it's yak and merino and nylon, which is really good for socks. So I already sold some of these for heels and toes. Yeah, the mini skeins. Not this color, but the yak mini skeins. And then this is the other one. Sorry, too many to hold. And this one's called Bramble. And this is on the Yak U base as well. And it's gray with like a bunch of different like dark jewel tone speckles. And a lot of like purples and greens and a ton of yellow. I did some like golden yellow. And I only have a few of these left, but I'm going to dye more because I love how this came out. It was kind of an accident, but I think that's really how we do our best colors, right? When we just like let it happen. And then these are a few jewel tones that I brought out to show you. So we've got like the dark sapphire blue and this kind of berry pink color, and then the purple color. And these are all on my, this is called Jumbuck, and it's like a just classic sock, superwash merino with nylon. So again, good for socks. So that's the Silver Pennies yarn. So there's lots of mini skeins to choose from at Heather Yarn Co. right now. Just tell Heather what you want, and you can buy them. But I'm so excited. True. And then I'm also, I think the part I'm most excited about is not only do I love mini skeins, and now I get to dye more mini skeins to add to my collection, but I also am going to design more with them and update some of my patterns with this yarn. And I'm really excited about that too, because I have lots of mini skein ideas and I just haven't made them real yet.
And did Juliana knit a Follow Your Arrow out of that yarn?
She did. So that's the sample that's at Knits and Knots Minden right now. She did the Follow Your Arrow shawl out of the Yak U in this purple color. And it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. So those pictures are on Knits and Knots Instagram if you want to check them out. And then she also did this cowl in 2 of the mini skeins in kind of like this teal turquoisey color, kind of similar to this but variegated. And I think she just had to do one like fewer repeat to use up this yarn. Yeah, with just 2 little minis, but it's such a perfect like mini skein project. So I'm very excited about this. So if you want to check out more, I have more pictures on the Instagram, and I'll be posting more.
And on your website too.
On my website, I think there's more pictures on the Instagram though than the website. But you can't order anything on the website yet. It's just there to give you the details about the base and stuff like that. I don't know. I like to find that stuff. You know, when you find a yarn you like, you're like, what is it made of? How much of the yardage?
Ravelry.
Oh yeah. I forget that there's yarn on Ravelry.
Well,
I forget that there's a whole database of yarn on Ravelry.
That's a good way for people to find you, especially if you're updating your patterns.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay, you're going to help me, right?
As long as you do mine too. Sorry, everyone that keeps
tagging
me as HMS as my base.
Is Heathered Yarn Co. not on Ravelry yet?
People put my yarn as their project, but they've just made their own thing for it, and the tag says HMS because it's my code.
Oh, hilarious.
For my merino sock.
Hilarious. Well, okay, so we should just do it together.
Yes.
All right, you're welcome, everyone.
I think we do.
Yeah, that would be fun. All right, well, that's all of my shop updates. I want to see yours.
Okay.
Very exciting.
So I have been spinning yarn as per usual, but this time for the podcast I thought it'd be fun to show you my fiber.
I'm excited. Yes.
That I dye. So this is my hand dyed fiber.
Oh my gosh, Heather, that looks
This is 4 ounces of merino wool roving, and this is yarn that I spun. Can you see it in the camera? So that's yarn that I spun with this colorway. So
I'll hold it up and then just hold still. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
It
looks like
I was watching a podcast the other day and I was so annoyed that I could never see the picture clearly, so I'm really sorry if I'm doing that to you.
It looks like something that you'd eat. Like some
kind of definitely giving me pink lemonade vibes. So here is this fiber and then spun.
That's so cool. This is like the before and after.
Yeah, so this is a 4 ounce and I've done a 2-ply spin here with it. Cool. And then I did that with a couple of other colors just to give you an idea.
Color that comes through too.
Yeah. Yes, good. Of how it spins up. So here's the next one. Green and purple. So I have these 2 girls that come into the shop, and one of them takes crochet classes from me, and the other one is a very young knitter. So they're 12 and 13, and they're friends. And they came in the shop together the other day, and one of them was wearing a green dress, and one was wearing a purple top. And it's you 2 look so freaking cute together right now, and I want to dye a yarn color about it.
That is so cute.
And so then here's the yarn that I spun. That's out of this fiber.
Really pretty.
The spin is not my favorite. I feel like maybe I was drinking when I was spinning this.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's not not my best. But there's what you get. Yeah.
So pretty.
And then I have one more.
Ooh.
We all know this.
Oh, this one?
Color is my Steve's Gold. So there's Steve's Gold as roving.
That's so cool. It looks so different to me. Just with the big chunks of color, you know?
Yeah, and then here is spun.
So pretty.
There you go. So I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I almost want to keep it and knit something for my Steven with it.
That's a sweet idea.
I'm not going to.
Okay. It's the thought that counts.
But I thought about it.
Yeah, you thought about it.
Yeah, so I have a bunch of roving in the shop right now. These 4 ounce braids.
And handspun?
Yeah, I'm trying to bulk up my handspun.
This one's for sale too?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can always make more.
I will,
later.
Steve's Gold sells really well as a handspun.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous.
I haven't put it out yet, but it's over 200 yards, that skein.
Cool.
And it's a pretty nice spin, and it's a 2-ply, so that'll knit up really
beautifully.
Nice. Then I just have, I have 2 things. So in preparation for the yarn crawl, you're going to be seeing I'm trying to be on top of it this year so that I have enough of what everybody wants. Last year I sold out Dream Date really early.
So you're going to have extra Dream Date on hand?
So this weekend I mostly dyed Dream Date across all the bases. And there is a special sample knit out dream date that will be at the Yarn Crawl feature during it. So I'll make sure that I have it. So I've been dyeing dream date up on my Half Delirious DK base.
So good.
Like a lot of it. And each skein is one of a kind and has so many colors. Yeah. It's like every stitch almost is a different color, which is really fun. So it's a really enjoyable knit.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, if you don't know about the Dream Date colorway, I think that each skein has about 30 colors in it,
which is so cool.
And
it's like stained glass.
Yeah, they're all one of a kind skein.
When I was knitting it.
Yeah, every skein is different, you know, though they do match. They're very different colors. So it's fun to knit it with another colorway, or definitely if you're going to do a big project, you're going to do like rotating your skeins to blend them in.
Yeah. Yep. Or you could do a Dream Date like fade kind of thing if you had enough.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the shop, before I settled on the name Heathered Yarn Co., I was calling it Dream Date Yarn Co. because I thought that was the cutest name.
Like having a dream date,
like
with your yarn.
A dream date with your yarn, exactly. So when I decided to go with Heathered Yarn Co., I thought that Dream Date should be saved for something really special. And it's this color, and this color has all the colors in it.
It's so good.
It's my special colorway for the shop. So I'll have it on my Half Delirious DK, Boatman's Call Bulky, and the Fire Noise Fingering base.
It's so good.
And some mini skeins. If I get a big calling for it, I might do it on a sparkle mini skein like I do for some of my other.
That one is really good, the one you did before.
Special events. And then since we're in spooky season.
Yeah, what you got?
I've been dyeing up some SpooOooky.
That one's very spooky. Very spooky.
So here's like my first Halloween drop of yarn.
And purple and orange and green. And of course the green isn't showing up as green as it is on the camera.
It's like Frankenstein fluorescent green.
It's not light olive. No. I can promise you that. We always have to do that with green.
Green is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But so this is my first spooky skein color drop for the year.
For the spooky make along too. If you need some spooky colors.
Use 2 of these to knit one of Justine's patterns. It would look crazy. Don't do that.
It would be fun, actually. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, so that's
or some spooky socks.
What I have.
Amazing. Well, I'm excited for all of our spooky makes. I know by like August, all of us that's our favorite season are like itching for it to cool off and to have.
Let me tell you,
all the spooky autumnal things. We're getting close
to
the most wonderful time of year. Over the
summer
heat.
Out of here.
I know, it's hot.
I do want like to drink hot coffee happily in the mornings.
Although it has been getting cold at night. I will say that makes a huge difference.
I know.
So at least when we like wake up, it isn't muggy. But yeah, bring it on. Bring on the cold weather. We're ready.
Please.
We're ready.
Enough already.
I know. So we got lots to look forward to. We've got new yarn, new patterns, new things for the crawl. Very excited.
Yes. And if there's anything that so I know that we have customers that only come into the shop during the yarn crawl. So if
they're here for you. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a siren outside. Yay, podcasting.
Justine, adult yourself.
I didn't say anything inappropriate. Can you please not curse in the store?
I love it when they just leave.
I think that's great. So anyway, they come for the crawl.
If you're a customer or a lovely human being that only comes into the shop during the yarn crawl, let us know in the comments what you would like to see from us. Because I know some people like see online things and then you know, we don't have the same things all the time in the store. So if you have been like looking online at our Instagram feeds and you see all this cool stuff, and you come in during the yarn crawl hoping or expecting it to be here, it's not here. It might not be. Like sad. So if there's something that you want to make sure that we have here in person, let us know.
But we're gonna have so much good stuff though.
Oh my god.
So many secrets we can't tell you yet.
Oh.
Secret.
I know. I'm excited. I have a big Spun Right Round order coming within the next week or two, and I don't think I'll put it out before
the crawl.
The crawl.
Yeah, you have a couple of orders.
Ugh. I have so much yarn coming
and
for the yarn crawl.
Making yarn. I'm making yarn. We're making patterns.
Oh, and I did tell everyone on Instagram, I don't know if we've talked about on the podcast yet, about Christina from Steel Torch Knits joining us here at the shop.
I forgot that wasn't a secret.
It is no longer a secret. It's
anymore.
Out in the world. So Christina, the lovely, lovely, lovely human behind Steel Torch Knits yarn, is going to be here with us during the Sierra Nevada Yarn Crawl.
I can't wait. Her yarn is some of my favorite. I was actually thinking about how hilarious it is that she's going to be here in your store where I have more samples out of her yarn than anyone else's yarn. Because we just love her so much.
We do. Yeah.
Can't wait. It's going to be great.
So it's going to be so awesome.
Yeah.
And I did have Jess from Totally Red Yarn drop off some yarn recently. Oh man, I should have brought it.
Okay, we'll post
and
pictures.
Then Jess is also bringing yarn for the crawl, but Jess has like exciting news of her own. Go to her Instagram feed to go find out. And so we will have Totally Rad yarn here during the yarn crawl also, but Jess won't be here the whole weekend like she usually is. She said she might try. She's gonna try to come by one of the days and hang out for a little bit.
Yeah. So. But you and I will be here. Christina and I will have our trunk shows. It's going to be great.
Yeah, and then I also, we're going to have a special Heathered Yarn Co. employee here.
It's not me.
Justine is absolutely not going to be
fired over and over
register
again from the
it's
job.
It's going to be,
is this official?
My lovely friend Emilee, who does all of the Heathered Yarn Co. artwork.
And the Yarncantations artwork.
The Yarncantations artwork is done by Emilee, and she's going to be in the shop helping during the yarn crawl, and I'm so excited to have her here.
That's so exciting. I knew that, but I didn't know it was
official now. So
we're going to have so much fun.
It's going to be the best.
It's going to be the best.
So we will see you in a couple weeks. Justine's going to have like 10 FOs by then, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, for
sure. We will have WIPs of our bitches beanies. WIPs, so
or a better name. Leave us a better name in the comments.
Please comment below with the name for our make-along and also with what beautiful hat you want to make for yourself.
Yeah. And it has to be, does it have to be for yourself? I think that should be, yeah. It has to be.
This is a self-care.
Gift knitting is later in the year. This is for you.
Actually, you should be gift knitting right now also. So this is a little break from your gift knitting. I think
it's more fun when you torture yourself 2 weeks before the person is going to open the gift. Just me? Okay. The rush of adrenaline.
Justine, okay.
No, don't do that. This is absolutely when people who are on top of it
are opposite of what you're saying.
Yeah, is making plans ahead of time.
I don't know what that's yourself like. This year.
You can try. I'll try. Try better. You try better too.
I don't care what you do. I'm talking to them.
Okay. I know, but don't we want to lead by example?
All right. The Yarncantations podcast loves you.
Absolutely.
And we want you to take care of yourself and be nice to yourself while you're doing all of your gift knitting and crocheting and stitching of all kinds. And goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.